AITA for teasing my friend but getting offended when teased back. TW for strong language and homophobia. I 22M have a best friend 27M who I consider my brother. We are close like no others and we've managed to stay like this for years despite the fact that we live in separate states and is not easy for any of us to travel. We've never had any disagreement until tonight. To make it short, we were just talking about our lives when he told me an experience when he was in middle school. Essentially, he said he and his 3 best friends at the time used to call each other nicknames. His was something I don't think I'm able to translate to English, but the closest would be testy, derived from the male genitalia. I need to clarify that all of this was being told with what I thought was humor on his part. He was laughing and saying that he missed those times with his buddies. After he finished telling his story saying that it wasn't a great period for him, I began to tease using that same nickname for a few messages more. He then asked me, in a more serious tone, if I was done. I said I was. And I noticed his seriousness, so I began to profoundly apologize and he told me that it was all good. FW. I asked him what that meant and he said those were for FDWH. Side note, I am fat, insecure and gay. At first I did let it slide cause I did deserve it, but he started asking what was wrong with me for saying that. Does it turn you on? He said. From that point, it was a back and forth of me apologizing, trying to explain that I was just going along with him, thinking that he is okay with that nickname, and him just calling me slurs. I did answer him back, not using the nickname anymore or anything offensive, but he just kept on calling me AFG, who when offered a hand, would swallow the whole penis with his teeth. After some more, he then started to kinda apologize, saying again that he loved me and he sincerely meant it, that he was sorry. I just stopped replying and he called me a few more minutes later, again, to me, kinda apologizing but just wanting for everything to be good, saying that he was just trying to prove a point. I told him again that I was just trying to tease him in a fun way, but he used personal stuff that I previously told him I was not comfortable with, like the gay slurs or my weight or my mental health. Yes, he used that too. He argued that he did not told me he liked the nickname, granted, but he also didn't told me that he didn't liked it. I tried calling him out a few more times but the damage was already done, so I just shrugged it off and left it there. I don't know if our relationship will ever be the same. I know I had it coming, but I didn't know it was too personal for him. He seemed to enjoy the memory and we got along like that in the past, but he used personal stuff, things that I told him that I also struggled with in the past. I don't know, am I being immature for making a big deal of this?